Welcome our viewers to another episode on Zimclassroom. Well, I'm your host, Mr. Matimairi, or say Matimairi. I'll be with you this session. So in our 7th episode, we are going to look at composition writing. In the previous episode, we were on report writing. So today's business, we are going to look at how can we write a composition in a Zimbabwean school primary school setup. So, but before we proceed any further, to those of us who are watching us for the first time, please like our channel and subscribe to our channel, and also click the notification button so that the moment we release a new video, you'll be immediately notified. Thank you. So in our business for today, we are going to look at composition writing. Why is it important that we do so? You will find that in a Zimbabwe school primary school setup, in the language papers, the maths, the English and the Shonas, you are going to be required to write a composition, especially in the second paper, the paper 2, you will be required to write a composition. In the first part of that second section A, you are required to write a composition. So you have to write a composition. So it's very, very vital that you know what is supposed to be done and what is supposed to be going through your mind whenever you are asked to write a composition. So we are going to briefly look at the simple basics of writing a composition. Now, so in a composition writing, how many parts make up the composition? How many parts? So we are saying that a simple answer is a composition is made up of basically 3 parts. 3 parts. So now let me identify them. The first one, this is the introduction. The second part, that's the body. The third and last part, that's the conclusion. So 3 parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. So I'm going to break them down for you, and I'm going to briefly discuss one after the other. So the introduction. So a composition a composition is basically made up of the 3 parts. So the introduction now, this sums up whatever that you are going to write about. For example, let us say you are going to write about a composition titled My Best Friend. My best friend. So where does introduction apply now? It is going to sum up what you have to say or what you are going to tell us about your best friend. It gives us a preview of what we are supposed to expect to see in the body of the composition. For instance, let's say you are writing about your best friend. Then you say, honest, kind, hardworking are the 3 best ways that can describe my best friend. You see now, you have given us a preview of what you're supposed to expect in the composition. So now moving on to part 2 now, that's the body. The body of the composition, it is basically made up of paragraphs. So at least we expect paragraphs which are not below 2. At least suppose you can write a minimum of 2 or 3 or suppose 4 in some cases. That is all acceptable. Okay, so you develop your ideas within the paragraphs. Suppose you write paragraphs, maybe 2 paragraphs, suppose maybe 3 paragraphs, or suppose 4 paragraphs, depending on whatever that you'll be writing about. Now, The last part, the third part now, that is the conclusion. So you are summing up what you brought about. So basically, in other words, you usually write what you like about your friend. Suppose you're writing a composition about your friend. So how do you conclude it? Tell us beautiful things that you like about your friend, or tell us the beautiful things that you value about your friendship with your friend. So that's how best you can conclude it. So usually the introduction, the conclusion, they are not supposed to be more than 2 lines long, not more than that. Suppose 2 lines or a sentence, that would be okay. You cannot have an introduction where you're writing something like 5 or 4 lines. That's not a proper introduction, especially in the Zimbabwean primary school. That won't be proper. Okay. So now another question: how long is a composition supposed to be? How long is it supposed to be? That is a genuine question. So basically, the standard for compositions in Zimbabwe, that's 80 to 120 words. 80 to 120 words is the required length of a composition body in Zimbabwe. So suppose on a question paper, if you don't find the measurement or how long it's supposed to be written on your question paper, they will be assuming that already you know about it, that the required length is 80 to 120. So if you get a question paper and you don't see how long it's supposed to be on the question paper, just know that they are assuming that already as a student you know how long it's supposed to be, and that is 80 to 120 words. So hopefully next time we are going to look at looking at letter writing. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you have also benefited from our little discussion. Bye bye. We'll meet again next time. Thank you.